Alright, welcome to this video. I know it's been a while since I've posted an update. The heat in this garage in the summer here has just been really hot, and it's very difficult to get much done. But I do have an update for you today, and you'll get to see the first compartment or section here on the hull bottom is being fiberglassed. So let me show you all the steps involved. Alright, so it's been a while since the last video, and that has mainly been due to the heat. It is just really hot here in Texas. This is right now about the middle of July of 2024, and for about the past month and a half, there's not a lot that I've been able to do because I'm at the point now where I need to do fiberglassing inside the hulls, and it's just so hot in here that I don't want to be dripping sweat on the fiberglass. I was able to get the extra planking installed, and I'm going to try it. I've had the air conditioner on here in the garage since early morning, and even then it is right now about 30 degrees Celsius. That's somewhere between 85 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit here in the garage, so it is just really hot. It's a lot hotter outside, but it's still hot in here, and yeah, so that's really been making it difficult to take the next steps. Last year at this time I was building the build platform, so you know, if I got a bit hot or I got some sweat on the build platform, it was no big deal. And then there was some work, you know, cutting out the initial pieces of wood, and by that time it was starting to get into fall, so I was able to make some progress on the boat. But here we're in the middle of summer and needing to do fiberglass, and it is just really hot. So I'm going to try it with the air conditioner. I try to turn the air conditioner off when I'm recording videos, which is another thing that makes it difficult to record the videos, because then the audio quality is not very good. So right now I've got the air conditioner off and it's heating up quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and get to this and turn the air conditioner back on and show you what I'm up to. The planking is now up high enough to be able to fiberglass inside. We have three layers, or three levels, or three rows, whatever you want to call it, of planking here so far. And inside, that is enough to be able to fiberglass the bottom of most of these. I don't know if you want to call them sections. Probably section is a good word. Most of these sections in between the bulkheads, except for this final compartment or section back here, where the planking is still a bit low here because this bottom end curves up. So at this point there's not even really half of a board right here. So I'll want to put another row of planking on here before fiberglassing this final rear section here. But everything else is ready for fiberglassing. It's all sanded on this side of the hull and ready to go. The other side of the hull, or the other hull I should say, also has the 3 rows of planking, but I've not yet done the final sanding on that side. So it's time to get ready for fiberglassing. So I have a roll of 6-inch wide fiberglass cloth, and another roll here that is 4 inches wide, and both of these are 6-ounce fiberglass cloth, and I'm just cutting it with the razor blade knife on a block of wood. I've got the tape measure, and I've just roughly measured out some lengths and fit them in here, and then I need to cut some I guess you would call it like slots for the folding, so that I can try to get the fiberglass to lay in here as flat as possible. So I made all the cuts in the fiberglass so that they'll be able to fit around all of the corners. And for this part of the project, I'm also going to be using peel ply for the first time. So this is a product that will help to do two things. It will remove any amine blush, and it will also leave behind a textured surface to reduce the need for sanding. It should reduce the need completely for sanding, but with all these corners in here, there might be some spots where the peel ply, maybe I won't be able to get it completely up against the fiberglass, so it might leave some spots that still need to be sanding. We'll see how it works out. So now that all of that is cut, I need to apply some thickened epoxy to create some fillets, and then I will put the fiberglass tape right on top of that thickened epoxy fillets before it fully cures. In preparation for putting down the thickened epoxy fillets, the first thing I did was brush on some completely unthickened epoxy with the brush. So I made sure to wet down everything here at the bottom of the hull, and then with the leftover epoxy I put a bit of the thickener in it and started creating the fillets. And for that I'm using a I guess it's a cake icing tool. It has a nice rounded tip and great for applying the fillets. And yeah, so I figured I would stop now before I get my gloves completely filled with epoxy, so that I can turn the camera on and hold it and show you what's going on. And one other thing to mention is that so far for a lot of the general bonding and laminating, I've been using the 403 microfibers, but for the fillets I'm going to switch over and use the 406 colloidal silica, and that's the thickening agent that I'm going to be using to create the fillets. The fillets are in, and I'm going to let this cure for a little bit before going forward with the fiberglass. So that'll just let the fillets just kind of firm up a little bit so that they're not so soft when I try to apply the fiberglass. I also used a little bit of alcohol to clean up the cake icing tool so that it'll be ready for use next time. I finished applying all of the fiberglass and the peel ply, and the peel ply probably could have been better. There's a lot of wrinkles and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of gaps, but it'll help. It will need some sanding because of the gaps and that, but it will definitely help. And yeah, so I'm going to let this cure and then remove the peel ply and see what it looks like. Alright, this is cured for about 8 hours now, and let's see, I started to pull off a little bit here just to see how it would work, and it's coming out okay. some of it's really stuck in here. That is out. So yeah, it's a rough surface. As I move my fingers across it, you might even be able to hear the sound of the roughness. And there's a couple spots here, like there's an air bubble that was right here. So a little bit will need some sanding, but all in all, I like this. I think it turned out really well, and the whole point here is to get this bottom fiberglass, and I'll fiberglass the sides as I get them a little bit higher. But for right now, I just wanted to fiberglass this bottom so that as this side comes all the way up to this stringer, I don't want to have to be reaching down in here, especially in this very tight compartment, to try to get all the way down here to the bottom. So yeah, it's time to fiberglass these. So what I'm going to do is fiberglass each of the compartments just like this one, and it might be a while. I don't think I'll need to post a video for each one of these because they're all going to be very similar. So I'll update you when I have something else to show you. All right, that'll be enough for now. Bye.